hitters. Well, already you've seen an 0-2 count. And so McMillan, again, I mentioned he's a guy that was throwing strikes.
At the plate. And he grounds out here. Williamson really solid with the glove at first base.
He's not overly fast. The arm is not overly good, but he just does things the right way. And that
runner goes, slow roller, and Bama should be out of the inning. And as Evelyn gobbles it up, throws to first, they are indeed. A couple out in Knoxville, and pops this one up. It'll be to shallow center, so shallow that actually the shortstop Harbor's going to go back, or McAllister, excuse me. And able to throw the fastball by him for Scott Strickland's Georgia.
Overhand breaking balls. I mean, the stuff is there to be a top-notch starter. Look at that 84-mile-an-hour curveball.
If it's not somewhat modern, you're going to get beat up for that, as the roller down the line by Gonzalez is going to give him a chance for two, especially after it hits off the heel of the glove for Seidel. I think it'll be a double all the way.
Administration went around to all the newer ballparks.
Gorgeous bunt. Bama could do number 3, and the two-hole hitter in Corey Acton getting one to the right side. Alabama will get the one out. Boy, that's a break for Alabama. The 1-1. Hard hit grounder. Nice play by Denton. And gets the out at first base. Boy, you've seen one or two. That one could be trouble. Going back at the wall, looking up, and not able to make the play. Hammeter. Pinckney backs it up, but 3 runs will score. It's a double off the wall for Harbor, who almost got the slam.
It's off the power Parks Harbor. That's a breaking ball that he goes into a pretty stiff wind. Great effort right there by Hammeter. Just runs out. And that's what the warning track. You feel 1, 2, 3 steps, and you've got to go up and jump. He actually jumps right into that wall.
He's trying to tell, and tough. Dogs are thinking about a 4th run or maybe a 5th, but the wind will keep this one in the yard, and over in foul ground is Seidel to track it down. But
today's game, they were just able to put 3 on the board. Can we get a score prediction for this game?
Well, I don't know. That was my son's roommate, Parks Harbor, that just got to.
Hud, we found you. We're making sure you get a little air time. Here's Eblin on the slow roller.
Multiple guys do that together. That's how you get a pitcher that can get into a roll.
Seidel into that wind and right, and that'll hang up, and an easy play for Wagner. Kentucky taking place in Lexington as the hard hit shot up the middle by McAllister gets the leadoff man aboard for the Bulldogs. And here's a shot, but Seidel almost in his tracks, able to make the grab for the first out.
Inside, and he snuck it inside Zane Denton, and look at him. Zane Denton scoots a little bit over to the line, but Gonzalez says, look, I'll go a little bit more that way. I don't need to go inside the bag. Bottom. I really believe that's the making of a good game for your offense.
Could be 2 for the Tide. Denton goes to Eblin and trying to make the transfer. He loses the. That one's belted toward right, but it's going to be very playable for Hammeter, and he camps out under it to make the 3rd. But he got him on the breaking ball. Dropped initially, but 2-2 to Williamson. Hits that one off the end of the bat. Center fielder Anderson coming in to make the cut there, and the high hopper, a nice play on the part of Rogers.
This kind of stuff.
And it has truly overshadowed Jacob McNary, who gets a strikeout right there. Same thing that we saw last night, as this one is smoked towards left, but right at Seidel, and that will be very quick. Hits that one sharply toward right center field, unable to get there. Hammeter, and cutting it off will be Pinckney, and he'll get it back in after the 2-out double. That's a hard double. And a fly ball to left that should be easy for Seidel. And it is, and the side is retired. So that had the home run yesterday. Hits a soft liner to left center field, and there is the first hit and the first base runner for Alabama. Soft liner off the end of the bat that felt like a rocket. Are you sure you're good? Little nubber. They'll try to go to second, and will, but just barely getting a toe on the bag was McAllister, and I think gets this one off the handle, and it'll be very playable in center field for Anderson, and there are 2 gone. That one's fisted towards third, and a smart play on the part of Harbor to wait on it. Eblin gets to that one and makes the play in time. Ejected very early in game 2 of the series, as this bounder is going to be fielded by Leger. Boy, that is a tough play by the Bama pitcher. #1 in the country, and very tough for anybody to catch. Maybe tough for this ball to be caught as well. Seidel, though, up against the wall, makes the grab, robbing Connor Tate. Georgia bullpen. Little swing and bunt from Williamson. Gonzalez throwing on the run, can't make the play. That'll get down in the corner, and Williamson is going to dig for second. The throw will come in, but Williamson will arrive standing on this Bama roster at the plate in Denton, and he hits that one to straightaway, and it'll be an easy play, or should be, for Anderson, and no chance for Williamson to advance. And there's ball 4 for the first walk of the afternoon. And what do you know? This one's popped up a mile high. Could be a tough play for Harbor at third. Settles under it, though, and makes the grab, and that's a huge first out. Ball 4 will load him up now for Dominic Temez.
Some numbers with some not straight lines.
This one hit toward right center field, but playable for Acton, and he makes the grab, or excuse me, Wagner makes the grab for out number 3. Great quality starts on Tuesday or Wednesday games against really good midweek opponents.
Chris, you're right about that. And we saw just right there how many guys notch. Then that puts, some younger, inexperienced guys pitching in those midweek games, and that is good for their development, but sometimes not good for your win-loss column.
Leger getting the comebacker, could be 2. Jarvis, though, will have to put that one in his hip pocket.
The ball is sharp.
Saw the good wheels from Pinckney 8 innings yesterday for the Dogs. And he'll get a chance right here. And you see why he's there. Flashes the leather, makes the great grab, and robs Eblin of a leadoff base hit. But life comes at you fast. A little comebacker that didn't come back quickly. And ninth before calling on him.
I don't think so, because, it's a safe situation, 3 runs.
We know he's not coming into the 8th.
That's right. Well, weeks and kind of trying to get his feet wet a little bit, but sooner or later you got to take the floaties off and throw the freshman out there in conference.
Called third strike, and Holman back-to-back strike. The payoff here. Hit well toward left center, but Seidel's got room. And he'll make the grab for out number 3. We'll see if the tie 2-strike count shift is on, and this one is going to be a flare to shallow left field, and very playable for Tate. Makes the grab for the first out. Wrap up the series. A pair of lefties going in that one. A hard hit grounder fielded beautifully by Rogers, and he makes the play himself. The 1-2, and that will do it. Gonzalez hangs on to the third strike. Hamiter retired. Gowan a save for the 2nd consecutive day, in the Bulldogs once more only need offense in 1 frame to do the job. Lance Cormier against the Tide.
Yeah.